what is going on, guys? It's MrVerry here, and it's 7:56, so it's pretty early. I just got done having some toast and a cup of coffee. Wake up, and I've got a bit of a day ahead of me, but I figured that I would show you guys the Drillworm caves. Because I don't know, I haven't even seen them yet, and it sounded like a neat area. There's earth elementals, as we can see, stone golems, giant spiders, just all sorts of fun stuff. So I wanted to see what kind of hunting area this was, and if it would be what levels it would really be good for. I know it's, kind of a lower level hunting area in respect to myself, and the fact that there's elementals makes it much harder for um, paladins and knights to really have a pleasurable hunting experience here. But wow, there is just not. It looks like we're gonna have to go pretty deep to find those drill worms. But I plan on looking around, seeing what we can find, and showing you guys the area. And this area has been requested a couple times too. And I think there's wyverns and giant spiders here too. Hey look, speak of the devil. So it looks like you have to go down a floor to get to the um, drill worms. So on this floor, I would say that there's probably only stone golems and earth elementals. And unfortunately, I don't have rust remover on me. But, oh look, drill worms! And lots of them. Cool. So drill worms are weak to fire. I think they're strong to a bunch of stuff, but I know they're weak to fire. So, and yeah, they're actually quite easy for me at least. And we're gonna see how they are on loot and what the cave is like. So far, it looks like there's tons of them, which is fine by me. I would like to get as many of them on me as I can. And we get a wyvern joining the party. And I'm gonna rage just to see how much that does. Okay. So I don't think they're really too strong to energy. They might be a little strong, but nothing crazy. And they are dropping crystal splinters, which are really expensive gems, so they're definitely worth hunting. Like, those gems add up very quickly. Uh, but we'll see as far as, and I want to see how physically. Okay, they actually, although they may be physically resistant, they do take pretty heavy damage to physical. And I was trying to finish off that one wyvern that was running, um, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So we're gonna use, and they do deal pretty heavy damage with their beams and whatnot, and we finished them off with a wave, and we get a Wyvern Talisman, so that's 225 gold. Wyverns are a vein of ore, yep, and I know that's worth. I don't know exactly what it's for, to be completely honest, but I know that obviously like ore walkers and stuff drop it. And we'll see just straight how long it takes to take one of these down. So if you're a lower level sorcerer and you've got a wand of Inferno, or if you have your wand of Ever blazing yet, you can see about how difficult. And it's definitely worth using waves on them, energy waves and energy beam, if you have the supplies. Another crystal splinter, and those are worth bunches. Like, they range anywhere from like 800 all the way up to The shards, I think, are worth in the thousands, so yeah, definitely an area to check out. And I'm surprised no one's here. And you guys have been requesting me to do this for a while, so I'm glad to do this, and it's actually a really cool experience for me as well because I've never been here. So, although the only downside to that is I have a little bit less knowledge on tactics as far as hunting here. But it looks like there's a couple drill worms every, and then one wyvern or so for every 3 drillworms on average, something like that. Um, and they drop lumps of earth too, so that's not bad. Those are worth like 115, 110. And as far as food goes, you can always get dragon hams from the wyverns, or you can bring your own food. That works too, you know. But we are getting pretty deep in the cave now. And we get 4 drillworms on us, so wow, that is quite a few. I'm gonna rage just to take care of the wyvern and see how much damage. And we get 800 that time, so that's pretty nice. And we get a pulverized ore and finish the rest of them off. Lump of earth, pulverized ore, lump of earth, and another crystal splinter. So definitely profiting here. Definitely profiting. And I think we've explored all of this except for I don't know if I went all the way down this way, so we're going to check that out and kill anything on the way back. And right now I'm only getting 205k an hour, but for lower levels that would be nice. Of course you wouldn't be getting quite as much because you wouldn't be killing them as fast as me, but still something to check out, I think. And we get off a nice E-beam. And we're going to finish this guy off. Oh, wow. And the spawn rate seems to be very quick. So there is more down this way. Okay, cool. And it said on the wiki that there were giant spiders down here as well. So I want to see if that's the case or not. And we get an iron ore. So they drop iron ores as well, so that's definitely beneficial. You guys know iron ores are actually worth some money. In packs, they do deal some decent damage, and you definitely want to watch out for the beams. But as long as you really stay away from their beams, the only thing they can really do to you is shoot their poison bomb type thing. And the reason I say bomb is because it's in a 3x3. And I make a rough clay statue, and apparently Adronus's pottery skills could use some improvement. And then this one was loaded, an iron ore, a terra amulet, and a brown crystal splinter. And I'm going to add all these loot statistics to Wiki so that the community can have them. And I'm guessing there's another cave filled with these on the other side, so let's see. Okay, I have explored this whole cave, so I'm going to go up. Let's just check and make sure. Yep, okay. So I'm going to kill these guys off just to see if we can get any other loot. And unfortunately that one moved out of the way of my wave. But, hey. And they seem to drop picks often, but we get another iron ore, some more pulverized ore. So they're all about the ore drops, lots of ores. And we're going to just avoid these guys for the most part right now, just because, you know, they're weak. But yeah, for those of you, I don't know if there's, I thought they removed the Earth Elemental task. I don't know if they did. If they didn't, this would certainly be a good area for you guys to check out. Lots of Earth Elementals. This could be a good spot to Wyvern task if you can handle Earth Elementals as well. And the Stone Golems are great for iron ores and the occasional red gem. So yeah, definitely check it out. And I brought loads of great fireballs, and I'm glad I did because I didn't realize how big of an area this actually is. So I'm guessing this one's going to have the giant spider in it somewhere along the lines. This one seems to have more wyverns. But yeah, tons of wyverns here, so I might even bring Very here, just to see how he does, just because I'm curious. Do a little test with him. And I'll probably bring him with a, he's almost level 75. And here's the giant spiders. Okay, so the left side has giant spiders. So, and the right side doesn't. So if you don't want to fight giant spiders, but, well, if you're fighting drillworms, you should be able to fight giant spiders. And we get a knight armor out of the first giant spider. Wow, my loot luck in the past 2 videos has just been crazy. This seems to be the more intense cave, just based on the fact that they have GS in it. And the density seems to be a little bit more. And there's 4 different ways we can go, kind of like the other cave. And they drop dwarven rings too. How about that? So that's not anything super helpful, but they're always nice to have. You know, you can use them on Boudel in Svargrand, or you can use it for the wyverns that are getting you drunk here, or whatever the hell you want to use it for. But we're going to rage just for fun, just to see what kind of damage we can put out. And we end up putting out some pretty nice damage. If I had brought in Hell's Inferno instead of Rage of the Skies, I'd probably be killing all these things in one hit, but it would also be sucking up a lot more mana, so I don't really mind. I'm mainly just trying to run through these caves so you guys can see the layout and see the loot and get an idea of if you want to come here yourself. Yeah, I've already gotten like 10 splinters. Wow, that's a bunch. And there's a fair amount of giant spiders here too, so if you can't get those areas that are always camped with giant spiders, like Plains of Havoc is not as camped as it used to be, but it might be somewhat taken today. And I know that like Benuda is always taken, and the Yalahar giant spiders are always camped by some knight botting there. At least on my server. I'm sure it's the same way on yours. So definitely check this place out if you are trying to task giant spiders. It won't be quite as fast, but you can definitely do it. Or if you want to task wyverns and you think your character is capable of handling this area, you're going to have to take it slow at a lower level just because there are really big mobs here, but that should be okay. Coffee. Alright, so we're going to get, where's that other drillworm? There he is. And we get a really nice hit there, killing the wyvern instantly, even with his energy resistance. And if you're a mage, you definitely want to be bringing your earth resistant equipment here. That's for sure. Because you can see the giant spiders, wyverns, drillworms, they all use earth. Right now I've got my gill legs and my gill googles, so I've got about 15% close protection to earth, which is helping me deal with the damage a little bit better. Of course, they drop Terra amulets really frequently, so, and this is quite a huge horde, so I use Rage of the Skies just to thin it out a little bit. And we finish them off for a total of almost 10k experience. And we get a Spike Squelcher. Cool, that's 5k out of a Drillworm. So yeah, the left wing is definitely much more intense, with the giant spiders being incorporated along with the Drillworms. And I want to use Rage of the Skies again. There's not many areas that I can just have fun like this and use my rage nonstop, so it's enjoyable. And we get another Crystal Splinter, another Vein of Ore. And the giant spider had plate legs and a steel helmet, but those are kind of meaningless to me. So we have one more wing to check. And my softies go in about 52 minutes, so... And I was at 13% to level when I came, so I've gained about 4%. I've knocked off about 4% of my level through coming here. So that's nice. And let's see what we can get on us. Okay, looks like this is everybody. So I'm going to use 2 Great Fireballs and then a Rage of the Skies, just to see. Oh, and we get a really bad hit with Rage that time. That was sad. But yeah, so I'm going to go back to the hole now and show you guys the loot, and we'll end the video there. So what do you guys think of these caves? Definitely let me know. I'm interested to see what vocations you think would be good here. And if you would want to hunt here, I know that sorcerers certainly would be decent here. And based on the explosion damage that I deal to the drillworms, they can't really have too much of a physical resistance, so I would definitely say that knights and paladins would be good here too. Just you have to take it a little slow, you know? And they do walk around fire, so if you want to put up a firewall or yeah, a firewall so that you can give yourself something to run around, because the drillworms do have some pretty nice melee damage. I wouldn't blame you for it. And the way I came from was from the steamboat, so that's how you get here. But let's go over the loot we got, just from clearing both of the drillworm caves. We got 2 terror amulets, 1 spike squelcher, 1 knight armor, 3 iron ores, 2 pulverized ores, 3 vein of ores, 3 wyvern talismans, 6 blue crystal splinters, 4 green crystal splinters, 7 brown crystal splinters, and 8 lumps of earth. Not to mention all of the gold that I could have picked up, which probably would have been like 4 to 6k. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this area, and tell me if you're going to hunt here yourself and what vocation you are. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment on this video with any feedback you might have for me, And if you haven't already and you enjoy the content I produce, subscribe to my channel. Once again, thanks for watching, guys.